Astonishingly beautiful spiders. Number 5. Sparkle Muffin. Like most peacock spiders, Narrators Madeline does an elaborate courtship dance punctuated by leg kicks. Imagine a rocket who has forgotten to shave their legs. We'll see another peacock spider later. In 2014, Madeline, a graduate student at the University of California, Berkeley, discovered this new species in southeast Queensland, Australia. Garrett lovingly gave her new find the nickname Sparkle Muffin. Mr. Sparkle Muffin has a blue and red iridescent belly flap that it raises like a colorful fan to catch the eye of his Sparkle Muffin. When he is not kicking his leg up, he is using it and his 7 other appendages to rhythmically tap out a message to his prospective mate. Envision a fan and tap dance with can-can kicks. Fortunately for him, Ms. Sparkle Muffin has 8 eyes, giving her a wide-angle view of this dance, as well the ability to see motion. Unfortunately for him, if Ms. Sparkle Muffin doesn't like what she sees, she lead him. Only 4 of her eyes see forward, the rest giving new meaning to having eyes in the back and side of your head. Those eyes can also see a far greater spectrum of colors than the human eye. Perhaps just as remarkable as Sparkle Muffin's footloose attitude is that his size does not match his audacity. Sparkle Muffin measures a mere 4 millimeters 1/6 of an inch and could perch comfortably on your pinky-ass fingernail. Number 4. Brazilian Crab Spider. Epicardus heterogoster is a member of the crab spider family, so called because their front legs are longer and arch forward instead of downward, giving them a crab appearance. They can crab walk sideways and backwards. Crab spiders don't spin webs, but wait until insects come close enough to ambush. Epicardus heterogoster does this 2 ways. The smaller juvenile camouflages itself by perching on flowers that match its coloring, either white, yellow, or purple. It also has an abdominal protuberance that could be mistaken for flower petals. Even its slow, jerky movements look more like foliage swaying in the breeze. An adult Epicardus heterogoster can also lure insects with a body color that reflects UV light. Scientists discovered this when they applied sunscreen to the back of a female and watched insects ignore it. They are not sure why UV reflective light attracts pollinating insects, but it is possible the light mimics a flower's UV color patterns, or natural bright spots. Number 3. Booty Sapphire Ornamental Metallic Blue Tarantula. First classified in 1899 as Pureslotheria metallica after it was discovered in the Guti train yard in south-central India. This tarantula virtually disappeared for 102 years. Rediscovered in 2001 in a small 100 SQ, km39 SQ, mile forested area in India's Kadapa and Chittor districts of Andhra Pradesh. It quickly became a prized pet for tarantula enthusiasts, which is both unfortunate and fortunate for this beautiful spider. Andhra Pradesh's forest is quickly degrading due to logging and human encroachment, putting the Guti sapphire on the critically endangered species list. What was worse, in the years after it was rediscovered, poachers captured these tarantulas to sell. It is now illegal to take Guti sapphires out of their natural habitat, but it is legal to purchase domesticated spiders and breed them. Their popularity in Europe and the US may give the species new hope. In the wild, Guti sapphires build funnel webs in the holes of trees and wait to ambush any insect that comes near. They then bite their prey with their venomous 3/4-inch fangs, which means only experienced tarantula enthusiasts should take a Guti sapphire as pets. They be aggressive and very fast. While their venom is not normally deadly to humans, their bite is painful and will give a human headaches and increased heart rates for up to a week. The rich blue and yellow hues of the Gucci Sapphire originates not so much from actual coloring, but from tiny nanostructures on the tarantula's hairs that bend and reflect blue and yellow light. This means the Gucci Sapphire will appear a different color depending on the angle it is viewed, a trait known as iridescence. Peacocks and dragonflies also have this trait. Number 2. Narrators Madeline. Narrators Madeline was not given a flashy name like our earlier entry, and fellow peacock spider Sparkle Muffin, but the story behind its species name illustrates the explosion of interest in peacock spiders in the last decade. The peacock spider, genus Narrators, was first described way back in 1874. Its beautiful, iridescent belly flaps mistaken for wings. While quite common in Australia, little research was done on the tiny spider for over 130 years, with only 5 more species identified during that time. That all changed in 2005 when a mite expert working for the Australian Department of Agriculture, Jurgen Otto, noticed a brownish speck skipping around his feet during a hike, or, in Aussie parlance, a bushwalk. Otto was an entomologist concerned with 6-legged bugs and had never heard of a peacock spider, so he took it to Julianne Waldick, an arachnologist at the West Australia Museum. Waldick had spent the previous decade studying narrators, and it was she who believed the little guy danced and hoisted their colors not to fly, but to gain a dance partner. That same year, Otto and Hill described and named their first new narrator species. In the next 8 years, they would name 46 more. Waldick would name 9. What's more, Otto's YouTube video inspired hordes of amateur scientists and photographers to descend on Australia in search of the tiny dancers. For instance, Narrators Horizon was named after an amateur photographer, Stuart Harris, simply posted a photo of a peacock spider on Flickr only to find out it was an undiscovered species. Otto, too, has a peacock spider named after him. Narrators Otto, as does Waldick Narrators Julianioli, and Narrators Madeline is named after Madeline Garrett, who gave Sparkle Muffin its name. In total, 71 species of peacock spiders were discovered and named between 2011 and 2019. When Narrators Madeline dances, it doesn't just kick a leg up like his cousin Sparkle Muffin, but raises 2 appendages over its head, waving them like he just don't care, and sometimes he brings them together as if he were clapping. Just below its eyes and covering what would be our mouth are a pair of secondary legs known as pedipalps, or just palps. On Narrators Madeline, the palps are white and hairy, looking for all the world like an old man's beard, and when he dances, he rhythmically bobs those palps, looking like an old man chewing on his dentures. In his video, he looks a little like Grandpa, attempting the hokey pokey. As a final note, for those few who do want a cuddly, stuffed spider toy, they really do make a felt wool stuffed Narrators Madeline for your enjoyment, and you can buy a stuffed Sparkle Muffin too. Number 1. Catface Spider. Another orb weaver, Aranus gemoides, has been dubbed the Catface Spider because of the pair of horns on its abdomen that look like a kitty's ears. Posterior to the horns are eye-like dimples with striations on either side, similar to a tabby's striped cheeks. To complete the image, the abdomen is covered in tiny fine hairs. Aranus gemoides comes in various colors ranging from a pale yellow to a dark gray-brown. The catface spider is fairly common in the western United States, their home stretching from Alaska to California, and as far east as Colorado. Both sexes have bulbous butts, but the female gets even more bulbous after she mates with and eats her paramour. Before the winter frost, mom is dead, leaving a substantial egg sac chock full of literal ankle biters. In the spring, the 8-leg babes snack on each other before they hoist silken threads to catch a breeze and carry them elsewhere. The venom of Aranus gemoides is not dangerous to a human, nor can its fangs pierce the skin, but those fangs can give the back of your hand a severe pinch.